what to see, what to rent, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
Yes, it is. And we're thrilled to have Ryan J. back with us. He's a nationally syndicated film critic with over 1 million listeners every week, and they listen because he gives honest reviews. They like that honesty.
I thought they listen and watch because of how he dresses.
Yeah, it's the tie and the tie clip.
That's probably more likely, let's be honest.
My mom's always like, he's so darn cute.
Dapper.
I love your mom, so thank you.
Well, first we want to ask you a little bit about Sound of Music last night. That was on NBC. I watched it. I loved it. I think you and I were in agreement on what we thought of the overall show. What did you think?
I loved it. I love that it was like the first live musical telecast in over 50 years. Great Broadway talent. Carrie Underwood is an amazing vocalist.
Phenomenal.
Singing was great. She can't act.
No.
No, I'm so glad you brought that up. I saw your Facebook post about hashtag Carrie can't act.
Yeah.
But you know what? The ratings were incredible for this show here in Milwaukee and around the country. People were watching this. And let's tell the truth again, Carrie Underwood sold it. It's her
She
name.
did. It is a compromise. You have to bring in a big name to get in a larger audience, and I think it was worth it in the end. I hope that it becomes an annual thing, that they pick a different musical each year.
Me too. I just think it gives a whole new avenue for performances and family television. I like it when we kind of do these like throwback sort of shows, like all the singing shows that are on TV now. I just think I think it's wonderful for families and, artists.
Watching it, the two of you, did you feel like it was a television event?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
especially
they should have had a curtain call.
They should have had a curtain call. I missed that too, or even just a couple people in the audience to applaud. Because I was applauding at home. I had some friends over. And we were all,
I text Ryan and I said, "Are you clapping? Because I am." Like at the end of songs, I'd be clapping all by myself in bed in my jammies. But it was really good. Okay, let's get to some of your movie reviews.
Yes,
let's start with Out of the Furnace.
It's the only new movie opening in theaters nationwide today, and it stars Christian Bale and Casey Affleck as brothers, and they have a phenomenal rapport in this movie. It's also produced by Leonardo DiCaprio and Ridley Scott. It's incredibly gritty and intense and even disturbing.
It almost looked like a Coen brother film, the way it appeared.
Almost. Yeah, it has a little bit of that feeling and sensibility to it. It's about some people who are backed into a corner and feel that they have very few options in life. But Casey and Christian have great rapport as brothers. They're very good, and you kind of feel for them.
What about Woody? I just saw Woody Harrelson there.
Wow, this is, in my opinion, the best performance of his career.
Wow.
He can be so dark, can't he?
So dark. He is absolutely abhorrent and repugnant. I hate him in this movie.
But chills.
It's a testament, though, to how brilliant he is in this film.
Okay. A lot of people love musical scores for movies right now, always, but especially right now.
Well, when music is great in a movie, you usually don't notice it, but sometimes when it's brilliant, you do. And the music score in this film actually prods the story along and helps it move forward, and it's so artfully done, puts you on the edge of your seat a little bit.
What's your rating for this, Ryan?
It's a see it, because it's a very hard R rating, but it's a very commanding film. I recommend it.
Christian Bale is one of my favorite actors these days. Stardust, PG-13.
Because it's a slow movie week and people are always asking me for movie recommendations, and I'm happy to always talk about the new movies in theaters. This movie is from 2007.
Okay.
But it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really? Okay, why is that?
Well, it's romantic, it's comedic, it's dramatic, and it's a fantasy. So magical. For me, it's up there with like The Wizard of Oz and the Harry Potter movies, and everyone I've recommended this to, you know, men, women, all ages, people are loving this movie, and it's just kind of flew under the radar in 2007.
And based on a book?
Based on a book, and this is one of the rare cases where I actually like the movie better than the book. It's sort of like a modern-day Princess Bride, but in my opinion, even better.
You liked the cast?
Love the cast. Michelle Pfeiffer as a witch, Robert De Niro as a pirate, in my favorite role of his career. You have Claire Danes as a fallen star, and some other faces you'll recognize. It's just a brilliant movie. I own it on Blu-ray, and I watch it all the time.
Okay, so that's a rent it then?
No, well, rent it, buy it, own it, see it, love it.
All right.
And all of it. Exactly.
All right, what about the Walt Disney Birthplace house restoration?
This is really exciting. It was just announced recently. Yesterday they had a big press conference, because who knew, just about 90 minutes from here in Chicago is where Walt Disney was born, in a home that was built by his father and designed by his mother, and he lived there until age 4. And you know, Walt Disney is like the king of all entertainment, let's be honest. He's bigger than Oprah, he's bigger than J.K. Rowling, and so many of the places that fostered the creativity activity throughout his lifetime.
Is that it?
Have been, that's the house, yeah, in the location in Chicago. They're restoring it right now.
Okay.
But many of the pivotal locations throughout his life have been demolished. So right now there's a great group of people who are actively restoring this to one day open it as a museum.
Look at the Mickey Mouse ears.
So cute. And it's going to be a historical site that's going to foster creativity in future children.
Did you
So
say
cute.
he was actually born in the house?
In the house in Chicago, yeah.
I always admire women who, so I always thought if I was going to give birth at home, it was definitely going to be an accident. So, but I know he was born in a different day and age. But I think
it was like
it's
1901 or something.
The history of childbirth through the years and the fact that he was actually born there is really interesting.
Absolutely. It's going to be great to visit it. And if you want to support it, you can go to Kickstarter. And they also have their own website, which is thewaltdisneybirthplace.org.
Okay, so they're raising funds for this on Kickstarter as part of the deal. That's really neat. And just 90 minutes from here.
Yeah.
All right, it's pretty cool. How about your next movie club? Do you have one?
This is a big one, the big sequel in the trilogy of the Hobbit series.
Yes.
So this is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, and it's going to be Monday, December 9th at 7 p.m. You have to arrive by 6:30 if you're chosen. I hope you make it. And you can enter at my website, ryanjreviews.com.
I knew that because, you know, Sean Astin and I are such good friends after the Surface movie that he was posting pictures from the premiere.
Awesome.
So some of the stuff that they were doing
Well,
on
you
the
should
red
come
carpet.
Monday night so you can support him.
I need to watch some of the other movies in the series to understand
That's
it.
true.
So those are great. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.
All right. And you can still like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, check out his website, ryanjreviews.com. Got to read the full ones. That's where he really gets some of the good stuff out.
He's just dashing in that picture right there.
I
isn't
know.
he?
Aw, I love you guys.
This is adorable.